How's it going, everyone? Famine52 back again, and today we're getting back in Final Fantasy 13. Let's get going. Alright, welcome back, everyone. So in the last episode, we made our way through the city of Oerba. We also interacted with Vanille's robotic dog buddy, Bacta. Or, no, that's Star Wars. Bhakti. I believe that's it. And fixed him up, and he gave us a bunch of stuff that was able to give us, I think it was around 500,000 gil, 550,000 gil. And yeah, with that we were able to upgrade our Axis blade to the Enkindler. We were able to get an adamant blade or an adamant bangle and all of that good stuff. And if we go further that way, we are going to be encountering the final boss of Chapter 11. Now, before we do that, this guy, he's not impossible to beat, but he can be hard. So, first and foremost, if you have not completed or maxed out your primary roles for the 3 people that you are going to be using, I highly recommend you do that before this battle. The battle back in the town square of the with the Seekers, that is where I have done CP grinding at this point. Though you could always just go back to the mission 24 and grind some gil along the way as well. But other than that, make sure that you are not over 900,000. Really, 899,999. Because the boss that we are going to be fighting is going to be giving us 100 CP, which if we have more than 900,000, we're going to be wasting CP, so make sure you're below that. Also, at least how I have my characters right now, these are going to be my paradigms. Really, the only thing here that you might not be able to do will be infiltration. If you cannot, then just go ahead and do exploitation. Make Lightning here a commando as opposed to a saboteur, but I'm going to be saboteur here. Then we also have relentless assault, we have aggression, we have solidarity, entourage, and combat clinic, and I will honestly probably be using all of those throughout this fight. Next, we want to make sure that we are able to protect ourselves against daze as well as poison. So Lightning here has her max out Enkindler as well as an adamant bangle for that 1500 extra HP. She also has our maxed out ribbon and a rainbow anklet. So the ribbon and the rainbow anklet are going to give her a daze resist of 48%, as well as a status ailment resist of 25%. And then for Fang and Vanille, we have the platinum bangle, rainbow anklet, and a star pendant. That is going to give us the 400 HP as well as the 30% resist to poison as well as daze. So that is all good and dandy. Oh, it is also worth noting that if you have been able to get to haste here with any one of your synergists, mine would happen to be Fang at this point. It might not be a bad idea to switch out one of these Sentinel roles with a synergist. I'll go ahead and do that to Solidarity right now, but this is by no means necessary. This is going to be Hero's Charge right here, so it's yeah. When haste runs off, we will be able to put it back on. And as you saw, we have removed our sprint shoes. So before we go any further, go ahead and put on a cortisol, as well as an agisol. And then let's go forward and take a look at this cutscene that we're about to partake
in. Ragnarok. Come, day of wrath, O pulse the sea. Embrace thy fate, thine home to burn, that fallen souls might bear our plea to hasten the divine's return. O piteous wanderer, Ragnarok. Make of this day a brave epoch. Deliver the divine. Ragnarok. What?
Sarah, how did you...
I was waiting for you to open your eyes. All the time I was asleep, I knew what was happening. I kept trying to think up a way to save Cocoon. Together.
Sarah?
You get it now. There are no gods with miracles to save us. No matter where you look. That's why we have to call one. Destroy Orphan. We'll save the world.
Stop it!
You can't do that. You love me too much. You do, don't you, Claire?
Enough already. Listen up. We are all shooting for the same goal here.
And the result of that is this.
You son of a...
You betray your fal'Cie to chase after dreams and shadows. The world you claim to wish to protect now faces the end of days, with no hope of salvation.
I didn't think fal'Cie had the means.
Oh, it won't be fal'Cie who destroy her. For centuries now, Cocoon has provided generously for its human inhabitants every want and need. Coddled them, one might even say. The result being their deep-seated fear and hatred of change and all things alien. Fed, nurtured, and ready to detonate at the slightest spark. The seeds of destruction take root, even now.
What did you do to Cocoon?
I resigned, appointing Reigns as Primarch in my stead.
Reigns? He's alive?
The puppet is restrung to serve my needs, yes. Its eyes had long since turned to glass. Of course, the cavalry's eyes will see our friend as nothing more than a traitor to their cause. They'll say the fal'Cie got to him too, or some such drivel. And imagine, when I spread word that it's Orphan tugging at his strings, what happens next?
What? You're gonna use the cavalry to take the thing out?
Perhaps. Or perhaps I'll feign the howling of Pulsian wolves and let the fear-addled sheep slaughter themselves first. Either way, the end is at hand. But what of yourselves? Will you enjoy the festivities beside me? Or perhaps... reach the end here, in the land where it all began?
All those lies.
Alright, so first and foremost, let's go ahead and lead Barthandelus again. We will see that he is immune to poison, slow, daze, fog, and pain. And he takes half damage from all elemental affinities, as well as he has, what is that, 3,307,500 HP, but only a stagger point of 200 and a chain resistance of 60. So he is substantially easier than he was before. Now that we have that down, let's go ahead and work on getting him defrocked again.
Fulfill your purpose and save your precious.
Yeah, there we got slow, so let's go to Relentless Assault. And we are going to go ahead and get him staggered. We are going to do our best to get him up to 700% on his stagger gauge. There we go. So let's go
Follow my
to
lead.
aggression at this point.
Give yourself.
And something that Barthandelus does in this fight, he is able to once again just do that right there. He pulls his face out, and that completely gets rid of his stagger gauge. And we also have this attack right here. The full laser, so go with the entourage, or whatever your sentinel class is, would be appreciative for your party's health. Let's go ahead and make sure we get healed up. We got him staggered again though, so we should be alright. Let's go back into the Liberty Assault. And as soon as he does it, get rid of
Don't give up!
our stuff too fast. We should be able to take care of him real quick.
Move on instinct.
So let's go into aggression. Oh, I am dangerous.
Barthandelus!
Two Relentless Assault, try to get him up one more tick. And then now aggression, and hopefully we can smite off. We were not able to, that is alright. Go ahead and go into infiltration. Nope, that's a lie.
Let's
Go
go!
into entourage.
Perhaps this
Let the meal get some heals as we build up the stagger gauge. Oh, the meal is dazed, so she is not able to heal. So we're going to go into combat clinic.
Bring it on!
Oh, yeah?
Now let's go ahead and heal skills.
You can do it! Thanks.
And that apotheosis thing that he does remove all of his debuffs. So just be aware. Go ahead and try to get slow on him one more time. There we go.
Follow my lead!
And there's our stagger. I'm going to play this a little dangerously. I'm not going to go into a kill right now.
for the world
I'm
despises.
going to assume I'm going to kill him on this round. There we go. So there we go. Barthandelus gives you 100,000 CP. As well as the Goddess Favor. And our Crystarium expansion.
The time has come. Allow me to extend my invitation. To save a people beyond salvation, there is only Ragnarok. Cocoon suffers. Release her from the pain.
Alright, and after the fight, this Seath Stone right here is active, so let's go ahead and interact with it.
So, this is the end of the rainbow, huh? Well, here's hoping the pot's full of tips on dealing with crackpot Fal'Cie.
You know, I don't remember this being here before. I guess it's new, huh?
Yeah, must be. I suppose it might be a record of what happened. You know, after we turned to crystal. Cocoon, where the blaze of Lin's well is the enemy of all life, fostered by Pulse's sacred hand. So Alpha Sea determined Pulse's will, chose Lassie, and gave them focus. Become Ragnarok and bring about the end of Cocoon. And so the beast arose, defeated Lindsay's hateful Fal'Cie, and prepared to tear Cocoon apart. But her providence betrayed our Lassie, draining Ragnarok of strength. Their focus only half complete, the Lassie were taken to the enemy's land by Barthandelus, curse his name. And the goddess said, Lassie who rest upon Cocoon will reawaken, however long they may wait. And Ragnarok will rise again, to tear the land from its seat in the sky. Her word is absolute.
Guess the jig is up.
Cocoon's done for, isn't it?
Yeah, you don't sweat it. If we go ahead and smash Cocoon, you know some makers sure to roll up and save the day.
As long as Fal'Cie are around, this fight is never gonna end. So let's finish it. Let's get Daisley.
So what do we do about Orphan?
We help Orphan. What else can we do? If we can manage to keep it safe.
Another war breaks out somewhere down the road. We're Lassie. It's not like we can make people stop fighting.
Lightning, you told me on Cocoon. It's not a question of can or can't. We just do it. That's our only choice this time. Maybe it won't do much. Maybe only one person will listen to us. But even then, isn't trying better than doing nothing?
Because ripples can make waves!
Okay, kids have gone crazy.
Revolutionaries always get cold crazy.
When I was on Cocoon, I wished on those fireworks. I wished to not let anything happen to Cocoon this time. But I shouldn't have wished for that. Wishes aren't enough. Prayers either. This time I'm making a promise. I will keep Cocoon safe. I promise, no matter what.
I guess it takes losing everything to make you see how much you have to fight for. Huh.
And we're the only ones who can do it, right?
Right.
Yep.
All right then. Let's tie up loose ends.
Okay.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Alright, so at this point, that seed stone is no longer active, and we have a ship right there that we could go ahead and hop onto. We are not going to hop on that ship. We are going to do some things down here on Grand Pulse some more. Mainly, we have a few more seed stones for us to do, and we can also do some more effective CP grinding at this point. And speaking of CP, we did just get a Crystarium expansion as well as 100,000 CP. So on your characters, do what you want to do. I'm just going to make a recommendation here with the 100,000 that we just got. If we come here to Lightning on her Ravager roll, we see that she has a special ability called Army of One. This is only usable by Lightning, and only as she is the lead. You do need to manually select it, and this is a great ability for her. It does help to drastically increase the stagger gauge. then Fang is going to have a similar ability on her commando roll. Only this one is called High Wind. And this one, it deals damage proportional to the chain gauge that an enemy has. So very, very good attack. And then Vanille here under her Saboteur roll is going to have the Death ability, which I highly recommend you get, because something that we're going to be doing in the next episode relies on death. So make sure you get that. Then for Saz, his I want to say is under Ravager as well. Yeah, here it is, Cold-Blooded. I haven't actually used this one yet, so I am assuming it is like Army of One. But not 100% sure. Same with Snow, his is going to be under Commando. And his is called Sovereign Fist. I'm assuming this is going to be the same as Fang's. And then lastly, we have Hope here, who I believe is under Ravager. Yeah, here we go. Last Resort. So I'm assuming that this one again is like Lightning's. So I would highly recommend you get all of those for your characters. Other than that, doesn't really matter. Fill out your primary roles before working on your secondary. And speaking of our secondary roles, those also have been expanded. I definitely recommend getting the roll levels if you have the extra CP for it, which honestly right now you won't. But until we start farming CP, I would not go any deeper into the secondary roles other than to just get those roll levels. And they should all be basically the first node available on the expansion. So, yeah. Other than that, that is going to be the end of this episode. I hope y'all join me next time when I get the growth egg, as well as show you 4 or 5 different CP spots that we can grind at. Now that we have the ability to get a lot more CP. But until then, everyone, this is Family 52 signing out, and peace out.